Sega released a bunch of games with the word Virtua in the title: Virtua Fighter, Virtua Racing, Virtua Cop, and many others. Most of them had great runs and led to some great franchises, though they're all relatively dormant now. And of those franchises, there's one that doesn't come up anywhere near as much as the others, and that's Virtua Striker, Sega's arcade football game that saw its first home release back on the Dreamcast. Labelled as 2000.1, this port of the arcade game includes a few extra modes added to it, much like Virtua Tennis did, though there's nothing here as interesting. There's Arcade, the International Cup, which is basically a World Cup ripoff, Variations, which allow custom tournaments and leagues, and Ranking, which unsurprisingly ranks you based on your performance across multiple matches. You can also do versus and penalty kick shootouts. Nothing exciting or unique like the World Circuit mode of Virtua Tennis, which is a little disappointing to see. Regardless of which mode you actually choose, you basically pick a team and then head out onto the pitch aiming to win. That's where the issues kick in though. Compared to recent football games, or even similar titles at the time, the actual gameplay is very janky. Controlling players is a frustrating exercise to begin with, and not only does the computer swap you to the closest team member to the ball without any option of you manually doing so, even trying to direct yourself to it is an effort in itself. It more often feels like you're being repelled from it. Passing, whether short or long, is another gamble. Short passes may work with close players, but try playing a through ball and you have to hope that your teammate won't run into the opposite direction. Long balls do have a better chance that you gain distance up the pitch, but good luck with any aerial challenges or even controlling the ball to touch without getting hit in the face, losing possession in the process. If barely having any control over your own teammates was bad, trying to win the ball back off the opposition is even worse. In terms of defensive strategies, you can only slide tackle to try and get the ball back. Whilst you can shoulder barge into a player, there's no guaranteed way of making it happen, as there's no button press that allows it. This leads to quite a few problems when on defence. It's very easy to give away a foul when sliding too, even if you win the ball from the challenge, and cards get thrown out like they're burning a hole in the referee's pocket. The only benefit at least is that scoring from free kicks is next to impossible for you and the computer, so at least there's less chance of conceding from them. All of this leads us to the shooting, which to be fair is the best thing about this game and the main reason why I can put up with all the other grievances I have with it. Opportunities don't come often, and using the power meter to gauge a shot's strength can be a pain. While as annoying to accomplish as passing or dribbling, there is just something super satisfying about putting one into the back of the net. Which is why the best tactic is just to shoot whenever you have a chance, wherever you are on the pitch. You have just as much luck scoring from halfway into the opponent's half as you do right up close in the penalty box. And when you do, they're usually absolute screamers, making it all more gratifying after pinging so many attempts towards the goal. If scoring didn't feel this good, then the whole of this game would be a waste of time. Better yet, as each goal can be saved to the VMU and are ranked, I always found myself trying to score from further out to get the best goal I could. And you'll see the computer try and shoot from far out as well, so if you see the power gauge go up, you basically want to tackle straight away. Graphically, everything looks as you would imagine early 2000 Sega arcade graphics to look like. Players, kits and stadiums are okay, though their blocky bodies and low textured faces are quite laughable. There's some good animations here sometimes with players looking as if they know how to play football, and even attempting stepovers and feints. Goalkeepers make the most dramatic saves, which even sometimes I'm not even sure which part of their bodies saved the ball, as it just trails off into the stands. There are some good cutscenes before and winning certain stages in cups, replicating a TV broadcast, which is a nice touch. The sound again is another bunch of Sega arcade randomness, and I absolutely love it. I don't know what it was with the developers around this time adding music tracks that seem totally out of place, but they're all great to hear. And the voiceover is amazing too, and that goes for both the English and the Japanese voice actors, as they really give off that stereotypical football commentary vibe. It's hard to recommend this to anyone who hasn't already played it. Playing against the computer can be an infuriating experience at times, but get a few mates together and as you've all got to deal with the same gameplay quirks, you might have a bit of a laugh with it. There's not that many football games on the Dreamcast, and the other ones that are available are more akin to a simulation rather than this arcade take. So with its simple controls and incredibly cheap price because it's a football game, if you do see this one out in the wild and you are relatively interested, then do pick it up, you can have some fun with it. Anyways, I've been Tom from Virtua Gaming, thanks for watching, have a great gaming day.